What is up, Indupen? It's Coach Drew here with another one of our home workouts. This is our power series. We're not here to burn calories. We are here to get better and win games. So let's do it. Ah! All right, guys, go ahead and join me on the ground. We're gonna go into our muscle and body prep. If you have one of these devices, go ahead and grab one. We're gonna work our pecs today, and so I'm gonna use something a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter so that I can focus on hitting the right part of the muscle and not just too broad of a range. And so to do this drill properly, you're going to wanna lay down, chest on the object. You're gonna wanna have your arm above shoulder width, and we're going to get our neck out of the way. You don't wanna overdo your neck, but you definitely don't want your head resting on that side. And we're gonna slowly but surely, in this position, find where it's tight, and we're just gonna let it relax into it. We can go front to back, but I'm targeting specifically my pec major right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it to calm down for a bit. Go ahead and give me about 5 minutes on each arm or until you feel it loosen up. Okay, guys, go ahead and find your space. We want to be locomotive, so we want to cover some distance during this. We are doing our light dynamics, and the goal of the purpose of this is not to be ready to go full speed, but to get our joints and our muscles kind of hot, kind of loose, kind of ready to do our task or challenge today. And so we're going to go through 3 different movement patterns. Do these to the best of your abilities. Don't get bored with this. This is like brushing your teeth. It's important. It's something you got to regularly do. And so for our first movement, we're going to do a lunge pull. Starting off, you're going to pull your heel to your butt. Make sure you get a big stretch. Grab your shin, pull it up towards your belly button. Take a big lunge forward. My knee goes over my shoelaces, not in, not out. I'm going to drop my back knee to the ground without touching, and then I'm going to switch legs. And you're going to go ahead and do about 5 reps on each side, covering some space wherever you are. All right, guys, for our second movement of our light dynamics, we're going to do a crossover. This primes some of our movement and running mechanics while still working on proprioception and strengthening and stretching the back of your leg. And so you're going to do a knee up, toe up. You're going to hinge and kick back, and you're going to cross over. Feel that stretch. Don't fall. Then you'll switch legs, knee up, toe up, hinge, stretch. You're going to go ahead and do about 5 of these on each side. All right, everyone, for our last light dynamic, we're going to do some leg kicks. And I don't care how you specifically do these. The only thing I really care about is that you are snappy. We are warming up the elastic system, which is the rapid movement. It's the low energy system that just kind of does its job. And so you're going to kick up, and you want to feel a snap down to the ground, kick up, snap down to the ground. You're going to do about 5 on each side. All right, guys, we're going to go into our joint warm-up. We're going to do our upper body today, so join me on the ground. So I'm going to go to the ground now. All right. So for today's movement, we're going to do what's called eye raises. You're going to have your hands up in the eye position. We're going to be prone, so it's chin neutral, chest on the ground. We're going to do 20 lift-offs. Gently touch your hands to the ground. Don't put too much pressure on them. As you lift up, you come down. Soft touch. We're going to raise up 20 times, making sure we keep good upper back posture. No rounding or over tucking, no overextending. Just getting right here. Your team just scored a touchdown 20 times. All right, guys, we're going to do our jump land series. This is a series of movements that build your technique and prime you for the right movement patterns when we're going full speed. We're doing our depth series, so you'll need a chair or an elevated object that you can step off of. Today, we're only practicing absorbing gravity and forces as we drop down. You can think of gravity as its own resistance. As you fall down, you gain more momentum, which makes your weight higher because it's mass times velocity. And so we're going to take advantage of gravity with our chair. And so we're going to stand on it. Today's movement patterns are very, very basic. There's up, hold, down, absorb, and we're going to reset for 10 total reps. I'm going to look at you now, okay? So we go up, step down, hold, and reset. Making sure not to let your heels hit the ground, making sure not to let your knees come in one more time. It's going to be up, step down, power position. And notice how I'm throwing my hands back and I'm pushing the weight into the back of my hips as if I'm about to do another jump. 10 reps, guys. All right, guys, we're going into our ankle drills or ankle plyometrics today. Remember, have your knees bent so you're in that forced position. Have your heels elevated off the ground a little bit. We're doing 2 legs at a time. Our goal is to minimize ground time and to maximize stiffness of our joints so we gain explosiveness and reduce certain risks of injury. Okay, I gotta keep going. We're gonna do 4 movements today. We're gonna do our up, down hops, our front to back hops, our side to side hops, and then we're gonna do something called a cross hop today where you hop in a cross pattern. I'm gonna do it with you, so let's get a little bit better real quick. All right, guys, up, down, we're gonna go for 15 seconds. Real stiff, you can use your hands. Make sure that you're paying attention to the screen and paying attention to me. We're working this together. We're gonna transition in about 5 seconds. There you go, real stiff. Notice how I'm not doing too much movement. Let's go front to back now. Use your hands if you can. Heels aren't touching the ground. Be aware of where you're at. I'm going over my line. I'm trying to maximize my stiffness and control. We're gonna switch in about 5 seconds. All right, guys, now we're gonna go side to side. Use your hands. My heels aren't touching. I'm real stiff. I'm trying to keep my feet at the same time. All right, guys, 5 seconds. We'll switch to our last drill. All right, guys, we're gonna hop in a star pattern. Try not to stop, try to stay stiff. This is where ankle fatigue gets real high. We're in the last few seconds. Awesome, keep going, guys. Less than 5 seconds. 2, 1, woo. Take a break, guys, you earned it. All right, guys, we're gonna go into our upper body power portion. We're gonna do a depth chair drop. So you have 2 equidistance chairs. Get them around outside shoulder width. We're gonna start on our objects. We're gonna quickly move our hands, drop to the ground, and absorb at the very bottom of the push-up, trying to strengthen those muscles, and then we'll walk our way back up this week. We're doing 3 sets of 10 drops. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna drop down, catch myself, walk back up all the way through 10 reps. Making sure that I don't slam my chest on the ground, but that I stop to where I barely kiss it. Go ahead, guys. All right, guys, so we're doing our post-activation potentiation series. Remember, when you maximally contract isometrically against something, you can increase power short term. And so we're gonna take advantage of some household items like a truck strap, like a towel. We're gonna do 2-legged squat against it for 10 seconds. We're gonna superset that with 10 kneeling jumps. I'm gonna do this one with y'all, so go ahead and pause here if you need to. Grab your equipment. We're gonna get a little explosive. So you're gonna grab, evenly set your equipment down on the ground. I'm gonna step into it together. We're gonna squat against it for 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna go ready, set, go. So we're gonna go 10 seconds as hard as you can. Drive through your legs, hands are strong. Keep going. You got 5 seconds, keep going. Come on, 2, 1. All right, relax. Go ahead and get away from your object. You should have felt a lot of tension, hips, legs. And so now we're gonna go into kneeling jumps. This is where we jump from our knees to our feet as fast as possible. And so we're gonna go hands, drop back, and I'm gonna put my hips right here. We're gonna do 10 reps real quick. So ready, I'm here. I'm gonna go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more, guys, you got it. 8. 2 more, guys. All right, so you can go on your own or you can rewind and we can do those together again for 3 total sets. All right, guys, we're gonna close out today with our max repeated plyometrics. So if you watch our other videos, we're talking 1 rep at a time. For today, we're gonna see how explosively you can repeat power production without taking a break. So we're gonna do 30 total jumps, but to start, you gotta get a place. And we're gonna do a block jump. Now, this is very similar in volleyball. This is a drill that they do a lot or a skill they need. For other sports, it's not bad to be able to go up maximally with 2 hands. So take an object like a piece of tape, gather your hands, you're gonna jump, place it at a height that is difficult. So that was a pretty good block jump for me. And so now I'm going to repeatedly go side to side around that object until I'm unable to clear it or at least get next to it. So if I ever land under, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break, but for the time being, I'm gonna do my best. So 2 hands, 2 feet, jump, 1, quick. Knees out, big hands, all the way to 30 reps. Take a break if you miss. Whoa! All right, guys, great job today. Getting a lot more explosive. We're building power so we can win games. Make sure you like, share, subscribe with your friends. You can't be the only one throwing it down. You need somebody to party with. Let's go.